Hey everyone, you did it! We did it! We did it! Day 5 of the 5-day financial reset challenge. Hello, 2026. We ready for you because we have had a whole shift of our thinking, our goals. We have budgets. We have emergency fund plan. We are eliminating debt. So what's next? What's next? I am Keana Robinson. I am the founder of Uplifting Legacy, where I have a passion for helping us succeed financially, to build wealth and to live um, financially successful and have peace. Let's just breathe. You are doing excellent. I'm so proud that are here. Hopefully you've made it every day. If not, go back and check out the other days because it will change your life. Like we have to get serious about our finances. It's time. Let's do this. So today is a special day. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you've been doing the work. This is just the first 5 days, but the journey continues. The journey continues. So we have changed our mindset about money. We have created goals, short-term, long-term goals. I hope you've gotten the workbook. If not, you can check the link below because the workbook will help go into way more details and it's going to guide you through each step from setting goals to investing. So get the workbook and you can get it digitally, come right to you in email. You can go print it at the library for free or you can just use it digitally. So day 2, we started strategizing. Like that is so important. Like it is key. It's really what helped me to eliminate my debt and to raise my credit score over 800 and to help clients do the same thing. So it's creating a budget. It's tracking your money. It's taking control of your money. So people think budgeting is just so restrictive and is just dreaded. No, it's just you telling your money what to do before the paycheck comes, before the month comes. It's you just declaring what your money is going to do. And of course, we're going to pray about everything. Pray first, put God first, because everything else is going to be added, right? So definitely, we have your budget. And then yesterday we worked on the emergency fund and building the emergency fund so that you can be ready and prepared for when life happens. Because we know that life is going to happen. It's going to happen. And that was day 3. Yeah, day 3 was the emergency fund. And so you are be ready. So all you have to do is go on to the bank, go on to the ATM and get your money, go handle your emergency, and then just build that emergency fund back up. So we have a plan for that. And then yesterday we talked about debt elimination, stuff that we don't like to talk about, how much debt we're in. But we are eliminating that shame because we all have been there. I had so much debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, um, car loan debt, and you just have a plan and a strategy to take care of it and to pray that your situation avails and that you won't have to be in that type of debt any longer. You know, you have the good debt instead of the bad debt. So we talked about that in the video, so you could check that out as well. So now that you have gone through 4 days of challenging yourself, resetting your mind, getting ready for 2026, and preparing for financial success, financial peace, financial peace. So what's next? What's next? I'm glad you're here. So now we are going to talk about what's the plan for your long-term success. What are we going to do next? Let me share my screen and then we're going to talk about it. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. You have made it this far. Hang in there, keep plugging away. You're going to have those small wins and that's going to be great. Every small win is going to lead to a huge win. It's going to lead to success. Don't give up. Even if you, oh man, I just spent money on something I wasn't supposed to. It wasn't in my budget. Da 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 da. It's okay. Reset. Reset and reset. It's okay. So let me share my screen here. Okay. All righty. So just a couple of things here. We're on day 5. These are some ways you can stay connected with me. Join me on YouTube. My YouTube page is Keana Robinson, Uplifting Legacy. You can find lots of educational videos, lots of tips, just information on information that you can just get to see how I got out of debt and how it works to help my clients to get out of debt and you will get out of debt and to raise your credit score, start building wealth. So check out my YouTube video. All of the challenges days before will be on the on the YouTube page as well. You can also go to my website, upliftinglegacy.com. And there you can book a one-on-one session with me if you want to dig in to get into your details and do some strategy sessions for you to build wealth as well. You can book a session with me. You can also see my bio where you can learn a little bit more about me. And then you can get my workbook. The workbook will have all of this information listed in even more detail. Like I said, you can download it, you can work right on it, or you can go and print it and start your journey and continue your journey to build wealth. So you can check that out there. So today we're going to grow some money. We're going to grow our money. We're going to build some wealth. Let's do it. So, once you have your emergency fund, your $1,000, put everything on pause, everything minimal payments on your debt, and get your $1,000 emergency fund. Once that is done, then you want to go ahead and start paying off your debt using the debt snowball. Okay. That is in the previous video from yesterday. Then once you've done that, and except for the larger debts like your home, maybe a car that's over a large amount, and student loans that are pretty large, you know, you 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 don't want to wait to invest until those are all paid off because that's going to be a long time. But the smaller debts that are outside of those larger debts, once those are paid off, then we're going to start investing. So these are the strategies to build your wealth. We don't learn this in school. I didn't know anything about this. So I want to share this with everybody because this is how you are going to be able to make money in your sleep. Yes, make money while you're sleeping, like all these side hustles and all that. These are my side hustles right here. So, you want to start investing 15% of your gross income, if at all possible. So that's going to include a high yield savings account. So those are savings accounts that you can gain great interest on. So instead of having your account just at a regular bank where you're probably getting 0.1% interest on your money, let's have your savings go into a high yield savings account. So a couple examples that I know of and that I have used is Lake Michigan Credit Union. Theirs was at 3% interest, but I think they have upped that. Um, but I actually moved to Consumers Credit Union because theirs is at 4% interest. And another little tip, they have some CDs that are over 4% interest. Over 4% interest. So you can be making $400, $500 a year just by letting your money sit there. Yep. Just letting it sit there in the CD or in the high yield savings account. You can gain money from that. Now, granted, you will want to, they do have some stipulations like you have to make withdrawals, you have to use your ATM card and things like that. But just, make sure you are putting a little bit above what you want to save and you can take care of those things with gas or things like that. For those savings account, but high yield savings account are amazing. If you're out of state, SoFi is another bank that you can get online and you can have a high yield savings account through them as well. So you want to have a high yield savings account. That's actually where I suggest you start with your emergency fund. Put your emergency fund in there. You're not planning on using it for a while, hopefully, prayerfully, but at least hold it in there and let it gain that money. And also, you want to take advantage of any 401k, 403bs. You want to make sure that you are taking the match. Take the match at your employer company. So if they're matching 50%, take the 50%. That's free money. Just do it. You won't even miss it. You won't even miss it, really. Once you start doing it, especially if once every year you get increases, it'll just calculate that way and you will get those statements and they'll be growing and growing and growing and you'll be like, I'm so glad I do that. I did that. And the earlier you do it, the better. So even if you start with a smaller percentage, let me just do 2% right now. Then next year I'm gonna move it up to 3 and 4. But you want to start investing because time is gonna go so fast. It's gonna go so fast. So you want to start as soon as possible to invest. And then outside of the 401k, 403b, after you've hit the match, then I'll recommend then getting a Roth IRA or IRA. And you can get those through companies like Raymond James, Merrill Lynch, some of the credit unions, you can do them. So you can get a IRA or a Roth IRA, and then you can just have money automatically. Remember that automate, have that money automatically going into those accounts. And you will see your money grow because there's that simple interest, like on a regular account, you're going to get interest on it per month. So you get that simple interest where it's going to be one time simple interest. But when you invest in the certain accounts like your retirement accounts, you get compound interest. So your money is going to be compounding on each new total. And so it's going to be way more and it's going to grow a lot faster. So that is um, the best route to take. So try your hardest to do the high yield savings account, do your match at work, and then outside of that, do a Roth IRA or IRA. So let me show you how the power of the compound interest works. So here we have a 20-year-old and a 40-year-old. So a 20-year-old contributes $200. So she starts the account with $200. He starts the account with $200 and then adds $200 per month into that account. Automated, preferably, just have it come right out your employer's paycheck, right into that investment account. And at 10% interest, because that's the average right now that you can get when you start investing in these 401ks, 403bs, 457 IRAs. That's the average at this time. So At they invested. They were 20 years old, and in 45 years, sounds like a long time, but it goes so fast. But it sounds like a long time. And but they will have, when it's time for them to retire at 65, they will have $1.7 million. Look at the trend. Year zero, okay, year 14, year 28, and look how fast it's starting to grow. Year 36, year 40, and that is just how the market goes. You might see some dips. You might, of course, we've had that happen, but when it drops, don't worry. Don't worry. Now, if you're over 60 and it's retirement age and you're close to the 60, then yeah, you want to be more conservative. So, granted, but during your uh pre-retirement ages, you want to let it do what it do, because when it's young, when it goes down, if the market drops, then you're buying when it's low. So don't be fearful. Just hang out. That's the history of the market. It's going to do that. Um, and it has shown over many, many, many years to do this. So that's what happens with a 20-year-old that starts early. So let's just say a person waits till they're 40 and they're like, okay, let me get started with my retirement. They contribute $300 and then $300 a month at 10% interest. So now at their retirement, they're going to have 357,000 average. Now, granted, this is not exact. This is a illustration, but this is how the market has been. This is how average has been working. So even though 357 is still pretty good, but just look at the difference from the 1,000,007. So this just shows you how your contributions and compound interest could help you invest and grow money while you're sleeping. While you're sleeping. And so if you have any older, like say you left a job and you had a 401k, 403b, you want to get those and move those into accounts that are going to be working best for you. So you want to talk to a financial advisor, and to help you to move them and roll them over to the appropriate accounts. So, but definitely begin investing. Let that money work for you. Let that compound interest work for you. This is what's going to build your wealth. This is what is going to build your legacy, so you can have some money put up, so that if God forbid one day something is going to happen to all of us, and you can leave some money to your family. And you can live a great retirement before you leave here. You can still be retiring well and be able to live life and be able to travel and or relax or do whatever you want to do at retirement age if you plan appropriately. So you definitely want to invest. So now that you've made it this far, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Let's take some steps. All right, celebrate. Celebrate your progress. You've done well. Hopefully you've taken the steps and you've done the action items, the homework items that's been in the challenges. Um, Treat yourself. Go get something to eat or something. I love to go eat. So go treat yourself, like, I've been doing good. I didn't start my emergency fund. I started my budget. Like, have a small win and treat yourself. Then plan for your action steps. Okay, what are you gonna do? Let's focus on these goals. Remember, you had the short-term goals and you had the long-term goals. What are you gonna let's pray about them and make sure that they are appropriate goals, that is something that that is going to be beneficial for you. And then continue with your emergency fund, and be a giver. If it's through tithe, if it's through helping family members, how are you giving? Is it your time? It doesn't always have to be money. Like, how are you giving to be a blessing to other people? You put that in your mindset as well. Continue to eliminate your debt with the debt snowball and start investing. Like we have a whole strategy. We have a plan. You have a strategy of what's first, second, third, fourth. So it's just doing it. Praying, being consistent, being committed. It's all a part of it. And, valuing what's important. Yep, we can have fun. We can do things. We can spend money on whatever. But to have that peace, just make sure it's in your plan. Just make sure it's accounted for. Just make sure you're doing the other things as well as splurge, shopping or however. But make sure you're also have a plan for your retirement, life insurance, estate planning. Like there's so many other things, and we're going to be digging into more of those on YouTube videos. So make sure that you subscribe so you can get notifications to future videos. But it's all the plan. And God wants us to be prosperous and be in health. That's what his word says. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to be prosperous. And it just takes some commitment, take some time to plan your budget or plan time your finances. Spend some time on it every week and in your checkbook app or on your budget sheet or in your workbook to say, hey, this is important. This is important for me. This is important for my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, my legacy. So I'm so proud of you. You are doing amazing. I'm happy. Congratulations. You made it this far. And this is what you've done. You've broken generational chains. You have broken the chains of debt, of financial stress, and we're elevating our mindset to do better and do more. We're stepping boldly into our wealth building and legacy creation, and it's happening today. Be proud. You're taking those steps to be a wonderful steward of what God has given you. God has trusted us in any penny that we get. So what are you going to do with it? We're going to tithe with it. We're going to give with it. And we're going to take care of our business and manage it wisely. Like the talents in the Bible, we're going to manage it wisely. So I'm so happy for you. Thank you again. Go back and watch the other videos. If you haven't had a chance to, you have completed this challenge. I'm proud of you. Again, here's the ways to stay connected with me. Stop sharing so that I can say this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I pray that this has been beneficial. It's been a blessing. It's been informative. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Let's do this. I'm here for you. Let's build wealth and legacy. Thank you again and be blessed.